Hi my friends, this is Jay and I am back with stitch tutorial number 15. I just could not wait because I wanted to get this on tape because as you know, I've been sharing how to modify the charts and stitches out of Melissa Leekman's Knitting Modular Stitch Book. And we are still working, believe it or not, from chart number 45. I'm telling you, every time I think I'm done, I see something new. And there's a whole lot of charts left. So, now I have a little head cold, so bear with me. Alright, so as you can see, this is the same chart that we worked the last shawl out of. And, like I said, I showed you how to isolate stitches, which I've done before in some of my videos, but now this whole series I will really be looking for stitches and showing you how to isolate and modify to get the most bang for your bucks, get more out of the chart than just the overall view. So I took a couple of rows out of this chart from chart number 45, and I took row 7 and row 9. And the wrong side you just simply purl back. I decided on 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could have changed it and done other things, but 7 worked out great. And then I decided, well, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do a stitch tutorial. The reason I want to do that, so in case you're ever looking for a little lace stitch, you know, I'm seasoned, and even I will sit on the YouTube sometime and just look and go through all kind of information trying to find maybe one little lace stitch that I can do a scarf, or a little lace stitch I can do something or put on the end of something or in something. So as I go through, I've decided anytime from now on, anytime I isolate a pretty lace stitch or any kind of stitch, I'm going to put it as a stitch tutorial, so not only you can go back and find it and use it, I can go back and find it and use it. So how does that sound? Alright, so tonight, let's see what we need to do. Alright, first of all, let me show you the stitch. I took pictures, but I always like to show it to you in real time so that you can see it. Now I've steamed this a little bit so it'll open out. This is the exact same stitch that's in the chart and we have worked from. So there's nothing, there's no mystery, there's no nothing that you won't recognize once we start to work it. It will simply fall into place. You won't even realize it's the same chart because it looks so different because we've separated it from all the other stitches on the chart. And look what a pretty lace that is. And I'll just turn it over on the back. You can see on the back, it's nice too. So what we need to do now is let me set up a working formula sheet in case you want to do this sample. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the formula, and that way you will have it in case maybe you want to make someone a pretty scarf, or you know, a pretty I mean, there's just so many things. A neck warmer, wouldn't that be pretty? Alright, let me lay this down and let me get the working formula and let me come back and give you a few numbers. Alright, so I want to give you the simple working formula for this pretty lacy piece of fabric right here that I'm going to demonstrate and work on. So the first thing, of course, the lace is 7 stitches. I just picked out the 7 stitches from the chart, and I thought it just seemed like it would work. I just didn't want it any larger than that. So, and then now we're going to decide on how many repeats of this lace. So you can take 7 times any number, however many times you want to repeat the lace. I'm going to repeat it in this sample here 4 times. 7 times 4 is 28. Alright, so we know that's a given. So I'm going down here. You know that I start from my working line. My formula is simply a line. This could be, in crocheting, this would be the chain, a long chain. In knitting, this is the where I'm going to cast on a certain amount of stitches, certain number of stitches. But I know I've already decided that I want 4 lace repeats. It's going to be 28 stitches. Now I can decide anything else I want to put on my line. Alright, I'm going to start and end with a border of 4 stitches. So B represents border and 4, and then border and 4 over here. Now, sometimes I like to add a few filler stitches just to separate that border so it just doesn't run right into the lace. So I'm just adding 2 stitches on this end, 2 stitches on this side. Now when you add these numbers up across the line here, I have the number 40. So that's what I'm going to work with. I'm going to cast on 40 stitches. I am using a US number 9. You can use any stitch, any needles or yarn or something that you want to practice with. My regular number 4 weight, a US number 9 needle, and after I cast on my 40 stitches, I'm going to knit 2 rows. Now, how easy is that? Alright, that's my working formula for this stitch tutorial number 15. Okay, so now I'll move that, and now we can just simply concentrate on the chart. Like I said, I'll take a good picture of the chart so that you can take a screenshot of it, and I just need enough room so that I can work and show you the stitch, so I don't have to have too much here. See, can I back it back a little bit and get me some room here? Alright, hope you can see that. Move everything back out of the way. Hey bird, move bird back. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to read. I'm on the right side. Of course, you're starting down here at the bottom. You have knit 2 rows, and now you're ready to start the first row. The row we're going to start with is row 7 of the chart. And it reads, where I have it highlighted in orange so that you can see it's the same chart that I've worked from when we worked the shawl. It reads, knit 1, yarn over, slip, slip, knit, knit 1, knit 2 stitches together, yarn over, and knit 1. And, of course, now that I've decided I want 4 repeats, I'm going to repeat that 4 times. Alright? And then I will simply purl back. Then row 9 is the second row that I pulled out of the chart to make this combination. And it reads, knit 2, 1, 2. Can you see it? Here's row 9, right side, knit 1, 2. Not anything, all this other stuff, just what's in orange. I wanted to leave it like this so that you would recognize it from the chart. So again, row 9, knit 2, 1, 2, yarn over. Then we have this stitch where the symbol represents slip 2 stitches, knit 1, and then reach back and pass those 2 slip stitches over and off the needle. Then a yarn over and end with a knit 2. And you'll just keep repeating that till you have 4 repeats. How simple is that? Now let's go. I'm going to put this down. I'm starting on row 7. Like I said, you're at the bottom. You've knit 2 rows. Now here we go. I'll check my camera one more time to make sure I see that this part of my knitting is in the frame, or if it's too far away. It's kind of dark yarn, so I do want to try to bring as much, hope you can get as much light. Alright. Of course, we start with our border just like I laid it out in the formula. You have 4 stitches, so I knit 1, 2, 3, and 4. I have a marker, so I slide that marker. Then I added 2 stitches. Let me just check one more time. I added 2 stitches just to keep things from running together. That's all it does. Just adds a little separation. So can you see that? There's 2 stitches, so I just knit those 2. Knit those. Then I slide the marker, a different color marker, so that I will know where the lace starts. So I'm using 2 white markers right there. Alright, let's go again. Row 7. It says knit 1. So I knit 1. Then there's a yarn over. Then there's slip, slip, knit. Now you can do it the traditional way where you slip, slip, and then knit, or you can, when I have a lot of stitches, to save time, I just use knit two together through the back loop. It's a little difference, but all I need is a left leaning stitch, and that works fine. And a lot of people do use that. So I'm just going to slip, slip, knit, then knit one, all right there. Then knit 2 stitches together, then yarn over and knit 1. Stop. Let's count and see if we have 7 stitches. Guess that's what it's based on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 stitches. Now we have to do this 3 more times. Knit 1, yarn over, slip, slip, knit. So it just saves me a little time. I'm to stay in the same direction. Knit 1. Now knit 2 stitches together. Yarn over and in with a knit 1. Alright, repeat that. Repeat those stitches. Knit 1. Yarn over. Slip, slip, knit. Okay? Slip, slip. Oops, I dropped one. Oops, I dropped my stitch. Alright, if you drop it, just kind of back yourself out. If you need to, no big deal. Better to catch it now. So let's see. There is a yarn over and then slip, slip, knit. Knit 1. Knit 2 stitches together. Have to pull down on them a little bit. Knit 2 stitches together. Then there's a yarn over and knit 1. Alright, I see that I have one more repeat. Get some yarn, check it. Here we go. Knit 1, yarn over, slip, slip, knit. Knit 1, knit 2 stitches together. Whoops, got a split yarn there. Knit 2 stitches together. Now yarn over and in the lace with a knit 1. Now I'm at the end, so I slide the marker. I knit those 2 extra stitches on this side, slide the last marker, and knit the 4-stitch border, which I knit on every row. Alright. Now, of course, like I said, you're down here, you just knit 2 rows, and now you're just getting started. And you might want to use a lighter color yarn. I had already worked this up, and I just too tired to start over. But like I said, we've done this stitch over, but I did want it so that it will be a separate tutorial. Anytime you need a little quick stitch, you can find it. Alright, now that was row 7, the right side. Now row 8 is the wrong side, so when you turn, you will knit the 4-stitch border, which we knit on every row. 1, 2, 3, 4, knit, and then purl all the stitches till you come to the border on this end, and then yarning back and knit these 4 stitches too. So then when I come back, we will be on row 9 of this pretty easy lace stitch. Alright, so now I am on, I've purled back on row 8. Now I'm on row 9. Wasn't that nice and easy and fast too? And if you're working a long piece, a large piece, you will notice that this stitch is easy to memorize. So I start with, of course, my 4-stitch border, which I knit on every row, and then those 2 little stitches that I stuck in there to just fill it out. Now I'm up to the white marker, which represents where my lace starts, and row 9 reads, knit 2, yarn over, slip 2 stitches, knit 1, reach back, and pass the 2 slip stitches over, yarn over, and in with the knit 2. Easy peasy. Knit 2, yarn over. Now here's that to where those you're going to need 3 stitches for that little symbol there. It says, so you slip 2 stitches. So you just slip them over to that needle, the right hand needle. Slip them over. Now knit 1 stitch. Okay, now take your time and take the left hand needle, reach and just lift and pull those 2 slip stitches over and off the needle. Just like that. Now yarn over and end with a knit 2. And we can stop and count just this first one. See, make sure we should have 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now let's go again. The repeat is knit 2. 1, 2, yarn over. Now there's that little slip 2 stitches. Knit 1, reach back, pass the slip stitch over. It really moves, has a nice rhythm to the whole knitting of this stitch, and it moves fast. Yarn over and in with a knit 2. 1, 2. Back up to the front of the stitch, knit 2. 1, 2, yarn over. All right, now slip 2, knit 1, reach back and pass the slip stitch over, both slip stitches over and off, yarn over and knit 2. All right, I'm up to my last repeat because I decided on 4 for this little sample. So knit 2, yarn over, right there, yarn over. Now there's a symbol. Slip 2, knit 1, reach back and pass those 2 over and off, yarn over, and in with the knit 2 in the lace. And then I added, slide the marker, I added 2 extra stitches, so I'm going to knit those. And the last mark is for the border, so I knit the last 4 stitches. Whoops. I just add them, knit them just like that. You're down here at the bottom, but it won't take you long at this rate. And like I said, the rhythm is great. It's easy to memorize. And you can pretty much, and remember, once you get up to a certain, get a few rows done, you will be able to knit by landmark. For those who worked with me the shawl, everything will stack up. You will know where this symbol goes. You will need 3 stitches. You will know that this knit one right here in the center, where it goes. It's just a lot of fun. Of course, now when you turn the work, you are on row 10. Row 10 is the wrong side, and you will simply start by knitting the border stitch, which you knit every row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you get started, you don't even stop. All right, now bring the yarn in front, because all you're going to do is slide the marker and start purling across all the stitches until you come to the last marker. Slide the marker and continue to purl across the row, just like this. Oh, this was so much fun. It's not but 2 rows. Let's see, anything we can talk about? Oh, well, how's everyone doing so far in this new year of 2022? Just keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. Keep a glass half full. Let's see what else. The best is yet to come. Don't give up, don't give out, don't give in. Oh my gosh. Tell you, I just hate to have to even go out. I went out and had my nails done because I had on that Christmas, I let up my nail person. I got the sweetest nail lady. Her name is Jenny. And she taught me into getting that red for Christmas. She said, oh, you got to get the red for Christmas, and then I'm going to put a flower on there. The only thing is, my nails are growing so long now, and she doesn't understand that I like my nails. I really have to get her to when she does the gel fill, to go back and cut everything short. See, because I need a short nail, otherwise I can't operate my fingers and hands because I'm not used to those super long nails like the young people wear. So she has a hard time. She wants them. Oh, no. I said, no, I can't do it. No, you got to make them shorter. Oh, so that was fun. I did go out for that. Oh, and she had the little cough too, but now everybody had on their masks and everything, so it was just in and out. It was not full. People were coming in as she finished with me, so I was able to get in, get out, stop at the store, and get back home. Hoo-ah! Now that was row 10, the wrong side, and like I said, you're down here at the bottom, but now you're back on the right side, and you're just going to go back down to row 7 right here. And now you're going to start working on this lace. Now sometimes, let me just give you this little tip. When you're working on stuff and you really can't see the pattern well, and if you don't see the pattern, if it doesn't pop out at you right away, a lot of times you can't see the landmarks, or you're not sure. Take your piece once you get maybe like this much or something. Take it to your ironing board and turn it on the wrong side, just like that, and lightly steam. Not aggressively till it's so flat as a pancake. Just shh, and then I take my hand and I lightly hand press, just so that I can see when I turn it to the right side, the working side, that I can see enough so that I can find the landmarks. When it's all scrunched up and it looks like this, it's hard to tell, well, where's my landmark? Okay, where am I supposed to be? Okay, so take that little tip. Just lightly steam it. Don't over steam it, because then it's hard to, later on as you finish up the scarf, you may steam this too aggressively, and then everything else don't look right. So just lightly steam it, just so that you can pull it out, so that you can see your landmarks. Knitting by landmarks, I'm telling you, it is a great way to knit. You will know where the stitches fall. So now that is all there is to this beautiful stitch. From chart number 45 of Melissa Leitman's Knitting Modular book, which is the book that I am working in. I am going to work this book till I can't work it anymore, because every time I look at a different chart, I'm already ahead several charts. I'm going to try to stick in other things, because I know everybody don't have time to just knit one long project after another one. So, hence, here is a stitch tutorial. And then I've got try to think of some other short things to stick in between. But then I go back to another chart in the book, and I even have a new garment using one of the charts. So I have a lot of things that I hope will be of interest to you if you are a visual style learner. If you like it, if you're the kind of person who said, Jay, if you just show me, I think I can learn how to do it, or I may be interested, or I think it will help me to grow my skills faster. That's what I'm about. And for me, that's happy knitting. This year is my year of happy knitting. I'm just going to knit. I hope people like it. I hope people watch. I hope, people find me on the YouTube. But I'm just going to keep on. One day, somewhere in this universe, somebody, I hope, will find something of interest and like what I am sharing. So, I'm going to work on this. I have gone this far. I want to make something out of this. A nice scarf. I haven't done a scarf in years. Usually because I don't really care to do the scarf going vertical like this. It just, to me, takes so long. But you know how sometimes I'll go so far and then I'll switch to another stitch to make it go faster. So I might think of that, or, I don't know. But whatever I do, I will come back and do, and of course, share it and show it to you. What do you think of that? So, this was a quick little video, J Stitch Tutorial number 15. I hope you find it of value. Now that it, like I said, you're welcome to use it. Anything you need to make something quick. It just don't make any sense to just wear yourself out. Go and get something easy and simple. Oh, me. So, this is Jay. This is Jay's Knit and Purl Jam. And to all my friends, everyone, everywhere, every size, I wish you happy knitting. And I will see you later. Bye-bye.